You're listening to the December 14th, 2024 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Hello. Last week was a no-go due to a pinched nerve in my shoulder, prompting me to be horizontal for days, as that was the only way to be pain-free. So much better now, yet caused my birthday frolickings to be rather under par. Obviously, my left wing is having trouble sprouting. Righto, off we go.
Greetings of the highest order to you, Blossom, and each soul who enjoys our conversations as they are delivered.
There was a great response to the envelope channeling. Do you have any more to add?
Not at this stage. We are aware that many are keen to know what is to happen, how it is to be after such an event.
In my head, I'm receiving the word flip, as if there is a flip over.
Yes, this would be correct. We are also aware that many have heard of this for so long now that their enthusiasm for such a turnaround is waning. May it be understood that we are aware that it seems such a long wait for you, yet we do not engage ourselves in timing, for we are unable to do so.
Yes, many have mentioned being in their 80s and over and want to know if they shall be around. They've waited so long and don't want to miss out.
Blossom, no one, on or off planet, will miss out, for it is a universal event in which everything shall be affected. It is much bigger than you can imagine. Yet know this, it is for the greater good of all mankind. For indeed, has not the human race suffered enough?
I should say so, and then some.
This flip shall bring such joy as there shall be a massive upliftment in consciousness. In a sense, it shall be like being reborn, for all and everything around you will have undergone the same transition.
Yet why would it be then that many would need the help of those who are in the know about what's going on? Why would they need help if everything in the garden is suddenly rosy?
Because, Blossom, the lives of many, many souls on your planet have been undernourished in ways of spiritual enlightenment. A change in atmosphere, literally, along with a shift so big that nothing has taken place this way before, shall leave many reeling and not be able to comprehend what has happened.
So those who are awake will be able to comprehend, will they?
Indeed. This is the role that many are waiting for. This is when the envelopes shall be received and understood.
So, to clarify, not everyone gets envelopes.
Correct, for they have chosen to remain imprisoned in their minds.
So their envelopes get returned to sender.
For some, yet not many. A way to describe it, in the best way we can, would be that those who received envelopes transition into a higher place of themselves, as if almost literally a glow of light will be emanating from their beings.
That's cool. That would certainly show that we'd moved into a higher frequency of ourselves. Seeing as you cannot tell us when, I guess it just sits nicely to know that one day this will come about. The thought of living in a world of higher consciousness and the darkness gone is definitely something to hold on to, and to know it as a truth.
This is so, Blossom. This is to come. And shall be so very welcomed after the turmoil and upheaval that shall have been revealed to all by then.
I'm a little confused. I thought we would be helping those who are asleep during these times of turmoil, not after it's all died down.
You shall be. You shall know how to behave and what to do, as more and more of how your planet has been run is disclosed. Your awareness of love and the way to the bridge shall show many the way to a greater understanding. However, that is in preparation for the next phase.
Phase? You mentioned the word phase. Hold the phone just a rootin' tootin' minute. Which number phase would we be talking here?
4.
Wow, that was loud and clear. Correct me if I'm wrong. We are still in phase 1.
Correct.
You say phase 2 is another lockdown.
Correct. Yet managed so differently from the original a few of your years ago.
Phase 3 would be...
Coming to terms with what took place in phase 2.
Which is what?
The revealing of unimaginable truths, both good and bad.
That's interesting and a little less daunting.
What takes place in phase 2 will send the world spinning.
Depending on whether it's flat or round.
Depending on reactions by the human race, and many other factors.
So phase 3 will be the aftermath of phase 2. Picking up the pieces sort of thing.
Not just picking up the pieces, Blossom, putting them back together. Yet, in this phase 3, life on Earth will seem very different, and there will not be the waiting around for something to happen. There cannot be, for so much will have happened in phase 2.
So phase 3 is coming to terms with what has been revealed, leading into phase 4, which will be...
The envelopes, and so much more.
Leading into phase 5, which is...
Glory, joy, peace, laughter, kindness, giving, loving. A world in which you belong. A world in which you know is waiting for you. A world where your soul knows what a soul's love, light, and truth should feel like. A world where you can understand why you volunteered to enter into it, in order to exit out of it.
Say what? That's a statement and a half. Meaning? I know what I think it could mean. Yet let's see what your answer is.
Meaning, Blossom, that, yes, indeed, you are trapped within a world where those who had the power to control it did so, in ways that will blow your minds. The light power that is taking over and recovering hidden artifacts that can make such a difference, in ways of improving the energy that can remain centered and anchored, is so forceful that it will blow the place apart.
In a good way?
Indeed. For this is the way forward.
If I'm following correctly, this flip, this event, will allow us to break free from this trap.
Yes. That is what this is all about. This is what everything is leading up to.
I've heard about this trap. Many have, many haven't. You've never really commented before.
Blossom, we try to be discerning. Many souls find these conversations. More and more of late, each one has reached their own particular level of understanding that which is taking place. Some information is shocking to newly awakened beings. Therefore, we introduce possibilities when we feel it is the correct timing to do so.
And yet, even with possibilities such as these, apparently that which is to be revealed is way more out of the box than these things we've heard about. Why do you call them possibilities?
In order for each soul to find out truths for themselves. Do not take our word for it. Feel within the resonance of our words. If they feel uncomfortable, investigate and come to your own conclusion, your own truth.
Yet things I heard of a few years ago, I was not ready to even entertain, and now I accept them as possible truth. So, phase 5, is it euphoria? The finale?
Oh no, Blossom. Phase 5 is just the beginning.
Do you know what? I'm going to leave it there. A cliffhanger. Plenty for us to ponder on. May I ask, just before I go, why now are you happy to talk about the phases, when before they were a no-go?
Divine timing, Blossom. Divine timing.
In gratitude, in loving service, I am. There are now 3 decks of affirmation cards. The Wisdom of White Cloud, from White Cloud. The Federation of Light, Pearls of Wisdom. And last but not least, Just Blossom. I had no idea I was so deeply profound. Thank you so much to Lannan and Sam for creating these beautiful cards. Go to the description box below and you will find the links to all the information needed.